make my money, I'm out. That doesn't mean I won't buy the same stock again. I'll go back, it drops, I'll go back, try and make my money again.
See, I'm like grandma, because I'm from the South. You from New York City. That's why he up and out here. I'm from the South. We let grits cook. We don't do instant grits.
Put them in the microwave.
Well, nowadays, they're doing instant grits nowadays. But boy, I tell you, it was a movie where the guy said that line.
No self-respecting Southerner uses instant grits. I take pride in my grits.
Ask
no instant grits.
Tell you about grits.
But, you know, we got a bowl of water. We got to let grits cook. So I'm like grandma. I buy and I hold. It goes up. I sell some. And then I have some left for free. Because, say, for instance, you buy $10. It goes up to $20. You've made your money. I like to buy 2 or 3 shares of minimum, at least 2, because I like to, say, for instance, I buy 2 shares at $20 each, $10 each. Now the share price is $20 each. I can sell one of those, get my 20 back in my pocket, and then I have one free. Yeah. You don't have to buy 152. You can start. The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. And I'm trying to build. I'm trying to eat off this thing, to pass it on. You know, we're supposed to leave an inheritance
generational
for our wealth. Children's children.
Yes.
That's something, folks. Not just your children. And you ain't supposed to just try to take care of yourself. You're supposed to be forward looking. Like he say, the market, the guidance is forward thinking. The guidance got pissed off at NVIDIA because they didn't have a good foresight of where they were going and they slapped them. So maybe they ought to do better next time. I digress. So what I do, and I did with NVIDIA, I bought late, bought about 6 years. I wrote a text message.
Oh, don't say it. Don't.
I'm nice.
Don't say it.
I'm gonna be nice. I wrote a text message. Remember, I told you I have a Wells Fargo account. Then we got a bigger family account. That I'm really trying to put the legacy in. I'm trying to put the legacy in the family account. So, you know, I'm just putting all the money over there. Just a few dollars I got in my Wells Fargo.
Oh, she gonna whoop your ass.
All right. I'll be nice. So the stock went to the moon.
It did.
So I'm not mad at NVIDIA today because people wanted to go back to the moon. If you got in NVIDIA about a year and a half or 2 ago, just before the split, they just split.
You could have bought NVIDIA in the beginning of August and sell it right now and make a lot of money.
I'm saying. So let me finish my story. For people who are like, should I? We've given you a couple of examples of why you should. But the oracle here, the studier, the guy who ain't playing with his money, I just buy a lot of my money. He ain't playing with his money. He does not play with his money. I keep telling him, boy, if he die, I'm going straight to the wire. Let me check his car. I know he got some money in his car. He's gone bag. He got money. This dude here, he's stingy with his money. So you're going to find a bill. McDonald's going to be telling you owe me a bill on a Happy Meal or something he forgot to pay us on. When I die, they going to come back and look for some money. But I got it. And then I wrote a text message to the lady. I said, hey, the thing got it at about 227. I kind of remember the numbers here. So, man, it was like 380 something. I'm talking 2 weeks, maybe something. I mean, it was cruising, baby. It was like a plane going down the runway. That thing, he got it like 160. Before I know it, it was already 227. I jumped in at 227. Before I know it, that thing was at 380. This plane here just took off and it was just rising. And it did not stop.
Didn't land.
I have a buy and hold philosophy. What I learned, because the teacher told me, I don't let nobody do my stock. I do my stock all by myself. But I think I'm in the family. People understand. I wrote a text message, told the girl, put a stop loss on 4 at 350. I bought it at 227. I said, put a stop loss. It's like 380 now. I said, put a stop loss at 350.
Now explain a stop.
I'm going to do that. Stop loss is you buy a stock at any price, $10. You can then go right behind that and put a stop loss for $9
To protect your investment.
to see if it
This
goes
way you
down
don't
to
lose
9,
a
it'll
bunch of
sell.
money.
It'll sell. If it goes up to 12, you can put a stop loss at 11. And when it hits 11, you bought it for 10, you'll just make your money. So stop losses are good insurance. And they say they work 99% of the time. Sometimes they say the stock might drop so fast it might miss your stop loss. But if you buy a stock at $10, you can come behind it and say, if it gets to 9, sell it. And you only lose $1. Now you might wake up and it hit 9 and then it's back to 12.
And then you've lost money. See, this is the difference. See, I don't usually do a stop. I don't. That way, if it's gonna go up, I want to get as much of that upward price as I can.
I understand, but I do believe that the word says there will be peaks and there will be valleys. So if you buy at 10, you can put a stop loss in at 9. And if you pay attention to it as much as we pay attention, if it sells it at 9, you can buy back in at 9. And if it goes back up, great. But you shouldn't buy it until you have somebody do some check on it to say it was a decent company in the first place. If you buy a decent company in the first place, you really ought to set it and forget it like good grits. Set it, let it boil, let it do its thing. Give it a week or two. Don't be in there messing with the thing 2 hours after you buy it. You should have checked the year-over-year revenue growth, the year-over-year operating growth, the year-over-year net profit growth. If you've done a couple of good things, put your money into it and give it a couple of weeks. So, back to my story. I've been mad about this ever since.
She go over.
Thing is at like 380 something. I said, put a stop loss in at 350. Because that was like the family account. I wasn't really logged into that one. I'm logged into it now. You ain't got to teach me once. Honey sold 4 shares. Okay, hold on now. I bought 6 at around like 227. Sold 4 at about 380 something. So pretty much got all my money back. So it wasn't a loss. I got all my money back.
But you could have made some money.
But what happened? So I ended up with 2 shares that were free. And it just kept rising. What I probably should have done, but I didn't have the real deep research. I didn't go do the year over year. I just went with what Q said because I know he's that kind of researcher. The stock kept rising. If you go research NVIDIA, whatever the heck that name is, before the split, that baby went up to like $1,400.
Yes.
He bought it at 160. If he was a buy and hold guy, he'd have rolled that train all the way up. I still have them 2 shares from the 2 shares that were left in the portfolio. Then they came up with this, okay, we're going to do a split.
50 to 1. Wasn't it?
No. That was Chipotle.
Chipotle.
NVIDIA did a 10 to 1. All of a sudden they say, we can do a split and we're going to do it in like a month or something. They told people short time, but the stock price was around $900 something then. It went from 900 to 11 something right away. I bought 2 more shares at about $1,010. I bought 2 more shares when they announced the split. So I had 2 free and I bought 2 more at $1,010 each. It did split around 12.20, something like that. So after the split, I have 40 shares of NVIDIA. This is the buy and hold example. I'm the old guy. I'm the turtle.
I don't have time.
I am poor dad.
I got to make my money.
I'm still like, oh, this stock market, boy, I don't know if to put my money in there. But hey, I'm going slow.
But when you look at the time you started investing to the time now, and you see that number of percentages, and it's in green, what's that telling you?
Over time, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm very happy about not knowing nothing, managing some of my own money, because I can do that real quick in my Wells Fargo. And I did.
And on average, what are you up?
My Wells Fargo from inception says I'm up about. My Wells Fargo, I can tell you that, as of Tuesday. Mm-hmm. So the day is Thursday, the 29th, Tuesday the 27th. Since inception, this is my Wells Fargo account. I got $6,044 in there. I opened the account November 24th, 2021. Since inception, I'm up 3.02%.
Okay. And this year?
Just this year, from July 31st, 2023 to July 31st, 2024, I'm up 9.83%.
9%.
So just me and my little account, just me.
Money that you normally would have thrown away.
I wouldn't have opened this brokerage account. That money would be all up in the I'd have bought
gone.
Instead of 10, like
you would have bought the
thing I bought the other day. I bought 10. I'd have bought 100. I'd have bought 70 or something. A Powerball.
So you're doing what actually all of these Caucasians are doing. They're making their money work for them.
Well, that's what
your money now is making money.
And this is really what triggered me to talk to the Oracle, to say we got to talk to our people, because, bro, people know us, some people don't. We are currently government transportation employees.
Punch the clock day in and day out.
He got some overtime to do this afternoon, so we're going to have to cut this
up.
We can do this, folks. We can take some of your disposable income. And I gave that example. He's like the hare. He gets in, he sells. He gets in, he sells, on the most part. I get in and I hold, and it goes up, and I sell some and keep some and let that live, because our responsibility, according to the book I serve, our responsibility is you're supposed to leave an inheritance for your children's children. So he's going to do it in cash. I'm going to do it in some assets. And he'll probably have some cash left, but they're going to have some. Well, Papa bought this DraftKings at $11 and he still got 2 shares. Papa bought NVIDIA and he's got some free. So in my account with NVIDIA today, I got 40 shares. 20 of them are free. 20 of them cost me $102 after the split. NVIDIA today is sitting at about $125. So my $102 cost is still good, even though there's blood in the streets, because I have a buy and hold like a Buffett mentality. Q's faster.
But my money, I'm out.
But
I'll sit back and I'll watch that very same stock and wait for that dip.
And that's the strategy that you need to come in with. Talk about it with your family. This is what you can do with your family.
Have a goal.
We're going to hit some more. We're going to talk some more, because we think, I haven't seen nobody in the transit industry, the transportation industry, kind of talk to some of us about this. And I watch a lot of YouTubes. And I hope some of our brothers and sisters will chime in and reach out to us and call us and say, let's all talk, because we're doing this over. Maybe there's some groups that's doing it over it. We know we got some drivers that do this at our location. But guys are sort of doing stuff to the side. And as we talk about this around the pool table, man, it's like holding church. Boy, 4 or 5 people come up and they listening, and then some other folks are telling you what they're doing and how they're doing some things, and some other people aren't in the game because, man, what you thinking about that? I didn't know you can do this.
And what we're saying is not by making any big, huge changes. These are just little simple things where you can just be mindful of the waste of money that you're spending. You get to the end of the line, you got a layover. You run to McDonald's, you spend $13, $14 on a Big Mac. Buy your lunch, make your lunch, take it with you. Save that little bit of money. All of the little changes like that will add up. And if you put it and let your money work for you, you always are looking at them and saying, they got this, the man's got that. Why not
Us. Why not us?
think
And
about
we
it?
can. And what's one of the big things that you got going on right now,
Well,
my
first
brother?
off, I would just like to say thank you to one of our sponsors, Q Daddy's Cheesecakes,
Q Daddy sponsored the inaugural
the best in the world. Get with it.
Q Daddy's Cheesecakes.